morning from Timisoara or Timișoara. It is a beautiful sunny day. I arrived here yesterday in the evening, not too late, at 6 p.m. It was dark outside, so this morning I woke up and noticed this bright sunny weather, blue skies. It's a very welcoming start. I haven't been here in this apartment before. It is very central. I booked it yesterday. I was in touch with the owners through WhatsApp. They gave me all the information how to enter, because there are different codes to access. Right besides, they have another flat, and I'm very surprised by how quiet it is. It is very important to have it quiet, cozy, warm. To my right, it's the National Opera House. The views are splendid. The house is old. I passed by many times before. I always admired it, and I never thought that I would be staying here. In Bucharest, there are similar beautiful buildings. I love historic, old houses, but to be honest, I wouldn't trust to stay in Bucharest in one of the old buildings. Many have been restored, many are safe, but Bucharest has a high seismic risk. And the experts are predicting that if Bucharest will go through a strong earthquake similar to the ones in Italy, Turkey, Syria that happened in the recent years, many buildings will collapse. They have a red sticker glued to the ground floor, to the entrances, and I wouldn't trust to stay for a night in many of the buildings there, but here in Timisoara it is a safe area, and it's great to be here. Another reason why I rented this space is because it is pet friendly. I have a little boy with me. I'm very happy that he feels good, he feels comfortable, and tomorrow I will be able to reach all the addresses on foot. My car is parked 100 meters away, so that's great. Everything is charming. The owners are generous. They filled a refrigerator with different drinks. I didn't drink anything here, not even coffee, because I wish to get in touch with the streets, with the city's energy while having a coffee outside. Tomorrow it might rain, it might be dark, and I wish to capture some glimpses while it's nice and sunny. I'm coming to Timisoara for 12-13 years now. It is located midway between Vienna and Bucharest. I was born in Bucharest. My mother lives in Câmpul Mușcel. I need about 17-18 hours to reach Bucharest from my house in Austria. It is about 1,200 kilometers, 700 miles approximately. I always drive on my own. I'm a solo traveler. I feel safe here. My car as well. I have a favorite hotel, but they don't accept pets. So next time I will come back here. I usually would stay just one night to catch up with the energy and the strength to drive farther. Last year I stayed almost 6 days. I went on a journey through Romania. Timisoara was the starting point. I chose Timisoara because in 2023 the city was the European capital of culture. It was such a beautiful weather in May. Many gastronomic places opened their terraces. They were packed with locals, tourists, and I didn't notice some locations that were of interest for me, inspirational locations such as design, art, crafts, shops or galleries. And I mentioned that in one of the episodes. I created back then a few episodes from my slow journey. And a very nice lady, I'm in contact with her on Instagram for many years now. She has a blog that is called Desculță prin Timișoara. I'm reading the articles. The lady was born here. Her name is Timea. She lives in Switzerland. She's a journalist and a freelance translator from Hungarian to Romanian or Romanian to Hungarian language. And she watched the episode dedicated to Timisoara, and she told me that there were highly intense efforts by the local teams here in organizing different events, projects related to art and culture. She wrote me a little list of different recommendations, and I promised her that next time I will come here by car, I will stay a little bit longer. Of course, I'm limited with all my resources, but I love the city, and I felt that she was a little bit hurt that I didn't invest more into finding those locations. And I told her that with her help, I'm going to stop by, I'm going to discover the local art, the local energy, and talented people, their stories. She made the list. She would have loved to be here with me in Timisoara. She lives in Switzerland. She writes on her blog from her travels in Austria, Switzerland, Timisoara, or the rest of the country, the rest of Romania. And she wrote me some suggestions. I have my own list. I won't be able to go everywhere here, but I'm going to keep it also for the next times. Maybe one day she will join me here in front of you. And I'm happy to be able to have the time tomorrow. I'm going to dedicate a whole day to this city. I have a soft spot for it. I was born in Bucharest. My father, when he started his university studies, he started them here. He learned Romanian language here. And back then he told my mother that Timisoara was his favorite city, far removed from Bucharest. He studied construction engineering in Bucharest, but this city is multicultural, much more open than Bucharest. That's the reality. There were many foreign students in the 70s, in the 80s, today as well. Timisoara is a university city, and he felt welcome. Being from Nigeria, having a darker skin color, nobody asked him, what are you doing here, where are you coming from, as it happens very often in Bucharest. And this is how I feel here as well. Nobody's looking strange at me, nobody's asking me awkward questions. I feel myself, I feel free. Another highlight tomorrow will be my visit to Constantin Brancusi's exhibition. It is a temporary exhibition. It's going to end very soon, in just a couple of days. I bought my ticket in November. It is a craze, it is a high success. On a personal note, I'm happy that the organizers allow us all to photograph and film in comparison to last year. I so much wanted to bring you some glimpses from Victor Brauner's temporary exhibition at the National Art Museum here. And although I got a permission downstairs when I paid my ticket, upstairs on the second floor, the curator saw me with my little camera without flash, without a microphone. And she said it's strictly forbidden to film in the museum. They don't need exposure. I simply didn't understand this argument. It was a bit frustrating and disappointing, but this time I will bring you those impressions from Constantin Brancusi. I would say that, at least to me, it is a unique occasion, a unique opportunity to get as close as possible to the master's works. He was born in 1876 in a small village by the Carpathian Mountains. He passed away in 1957 in Paris. A big exhibition was organized by the National Art Museum in Bucharest in 1970, and now in 2023 and 2024 the next big exhibition is organized. So over 50 years have passed. That's why it's also a big success. Two artworks were lent by Centre Pompidou in Paris. Other works were lent by Tate in London, Guggenheim Foundation. Many photographs were lent by private collectors. There will be over 100 works of art, such as sculptures, sketches, drawings, photographs, but also video segments that the artists recorded. that it's going to be an exciting day. Therefore, today I'm going to take a good long rest. I will be working a little bit. I'm simply happy to be here. Tomorrow I will be ready to bring you impressions from this city's local arts, design, architecture, wonderful people and stories.
My name is Sorin Predescu. I'm the director of this House of Art. In fact, it's an institution that depends to the Ministry of Culture. And our main concern is heritage. It's about buildings, things like that. But because we have this gallery, Pygmalion, and quite old gallery, we organize in every 2 weeks or monthly some exhibitions. This exhibition was open yesterday, and it's into a series of rediscovering artists that made Timisoara capital of culture. This exhibition it's made by the family of Viorel Toma, quite known in our community painter, but not just from our community. It's a rediscovering and also memory of the cultural Timisoara before the Timisoara capital of culture. Was a year, quite hard year, and very pleasant somehow, with a lot of events. And yes, Timisoara become in the last 10 years one of the most important cultural cities in Romania, and I'm quite sure that it's important also for the neighboring countries.
Hello, my name is Iotu Ciprian. I'm a gallerist at the Pygmalion Art Gallery here in Timișoara on Augustin Pasha number 8. This exhibition is part of a project that we had last year, Amintiri necesare, so necessary memories. The artist Viorel Toma is is based in Timișoara. It's a post-mortem exhibition. We try to give back to the city the artists that are no longer with us. The opening was last night, and the guests were in large number present here. I'm waiting for you to come and visit us here at the gallery. It's right next to the Uniri Square, where the Museum of Art is located.
Hi, my name is Ina Bibel, and I have this shop alongside 3 friends of mine. Since last year, we opened just on the day of Timisoara 2023 European Capital of Culture. And we are a conglomerate of 4 artisans from Timisoara. All of us are from Timisoara, and we have 4 brands in the pop-up shop. We called it pop-up because we had this idea that we're gonna open it only for 1 year, but here we are on the 2nd year, going strong. I'm Tom Babe, and I make t-shirts and other products with Romanian sayings and slang. I have also here a ceramic brand which is called Gruni and is made by Livia Koloji, a dear friend of mine. Another brand which makes jewelry out of residual furniture is called Paul and Joe and is managed by my friend Ioana. We also have furniture also made in Timisoara, which is made by Space Artisan. So here we are on the ground floor of a historical building right in center of Timișoara in the Union Square, or Unirii Square as we call it. It's a 3-minute walk from the Art Museum, which is right around the corner. And the street also has a pretty name. It's called the Florimund Mercy Street number 3. The building is from around 1900s and the owner was really happy when we opened the shop because he said no more restaurants, no more gastronomy. We just want a local brand store here in our street. This is one of the brands which is called Gruni Ceramica, ceramics, jewelry, and also home dishes and decor. These are also ceramics. These are one of the best sellers we have here in the shop. This was also a bestseller during the holidays, the bells.
Wonderful.
This is also something really special that was made in the workshop. It is a vase. All of them are produced here in Timisoara with clay from around the area, so everything is local. These are also made by Gruni.
And is it possible to ship?
At the time, the brands sell independently online, but we were thinking about a website for PopUp as well, which could sell all the products in one place. This is also something that Gruni makes. Is really nice. You can put your jewelry in here or your incense. And also the bowls for soup, all designed here. Most of our clients offer our products as gifts. Many of them call us a gift shop. We'd like to call us a pop-up shop. We like to think that our prices are fair. Every time we price a product, we think of the client. If we would buy it, it means that the clients would buy it as well. This is also another brand we have, which is called Paul and Joe. They're handcrafted here in Timisoara by Ioana, which makes jewelry out of residual waste of furniture. This is a composite, which is used for kitchens and is transformed into earrings and rings. This is a ring with made of corian. This is the material, and freshwater pearls. Also, Ioana makes this kind of necklaces out of stones and corian, and earrings from remaining wood from the furniture, and also rings. This is one, for example. The heart-shaped. These are the most sold ones from Paul and Joe. This is my favorite, for example. It is called the Flow necklace, and it looks just like this when you put it on. Ioana's pieces are really architectural because she's an architect at base. All of them are made here in her husband's furniture workshop. This is also Gruni, which makes necklaces. These are residual from the ceramics she makes, and she puts them like beads. These are also something I really like. She also works with porcelain. For example, this is porcelain. This is the brand I was telling you because it is mine. It's Tom Babe. These are the sayings. This is a quite Romanian saying. It says, we talked about it, we solved it, it can't be done. Typical Romanian saying. I started doing t-shirts 4 years ago, just before the pandemic. It was like a play for me. I didn't think I would make it because of the pandemic, but it kind of helped because everybody was staying at home and ordering online, and it was really a good idea. I started making t-shirts 4 years ago because I wanted to wear the most frequently mistakes made in Romanian language. It's difficult to translate them, so I won't try, but then I started making t-shirts with Romanian slang, and that's how Cine v-a lucrat aici originated. For example, Cine v-a lucrat aici means who worked on you. When you have something done wrong, you go to a doctor or a technician and it made something really bad work. We say, Cine v-a lucrat aici? Who worked on you? And this is a really a good seller. And also we have a t-shirt saying S-a băut, dar s-a și lucrat, which means we drank, but we also worked. So now we have around 140 different messages on t-shirts. We mostly sell online, but since last year we started selling here and we got to reach even more people. The goal was to reach tourists, and it's really nice when you have to translate into English or in French or in Italian the Romanian sayings. For example, this is a t-shirt. Initially we made it for kids. It says mă copile. And in Romanian, when a child annoys you because you can't curse, you say mă copile, which is kind of a, let me put it nicely, child. That's why it's yellow, because all of our t-shirts are black and white, but this was initially made for kids, and then we made it for adults as well because people were asking for it. We also make hoodies. This is a hoodie with, which means in Romanian. We also make rugs, which are made here in Timisoara as well, handmade. This is house, which means chaos. Yes, also for children. This is the rug with zână, which means fairy. We also sell socks with the Romanian saying. This is pot, dar nu vreau, which is I can, but I don't want to. Something also made in Romania, not in Timișoara, but in Bucharest, by a dear friend of ours, also handmade, are the bum bags, or bags. You can wear them crossover or here. This is something we recently made because we thought that our sayings look really nice on postcards as well. This is really nice put on a postcard because it says trebuie să vorbim, which means we need to talk.
Here I'm seeing some furniture pieces.
Yes.
A beautiful lamp.
Yes.
I love the design, it's very minimalist, a little bit industrial. Wood and?
Leather.
And leather.
Leather, yes.
Massive.
Cow leather.
Can you imagine it in a spaceful room? Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, sure.
It?
It is made, as I said, from wood and leather, the foot and the lamp.
Shade.
Yes, it's made here in Timisoara. It's made by a designer and an artisan collaboration under the umbrella of Space Artisan. That's the name. It's conceived for big places, industrial, as you said, but it's also really warm because of the wood. Yes, and it has a really nice warm feel when you put the light in.
Yes, very unique, very special.
Also, this is also made of by Space Artisan of Korean. As I was saying, the jewelry are made of Korean. This is a Korean table with golden details which are engraved,
and
wooden legs, but the legs are vintage. Are recovered from an old table, coffee table.
Beautiful.
This is another table. This is the lamp miniature size. We also sell them in miniature size. It's really nice. Yes. Everything is handmade, also the cable. So this table as well, which also has golden margins. This is a bookshelf. It was originally made for a TV show, and then it was brought here. They wanted the round shape. But it's really nice because you can put it in a corner. It's really nice design.
Angled.
Yes, it's angled.
And I see it as a set with the lamp and the table.
It wasn't meant to be a set, but it works out really nice together.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, the color is so friendly, warm.
Yes, and all the wood is not cheap wood. It's solid wood. They're all made of solid wood.
Yes, I can feel it. It's massive.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you
for
too.
offering us all this information. I noticed the shop while passing by. I had the address written on the paper, but I didn't look on it. I just noticed it from the distance as being so friendly, so welcoming. It reminds me of Vienna and of Paris. So you simply don't know where you are. You can be in Paris, Prague, Vienna, London, or Timisoara. Beautiful designs. I admire everything. I'm going to take something from here as a little memory from Timisoara. As you know, I so much like this city. I appreciate all the creative minds, the artists, the energy, and I would say the hard work, because it's not easy. We see the aesthetic, we see how beautiful and the pleasure that everything offers us, but behind each object, behind each label, it is a lot of work, dedication, passion, talent. Thank you again.
Thank you too.
Much.
Thank you. I hope you'll come and see our little shop, our little pop-up shop. I can remind you, it's in Mercy Street, number 3, Timișoara. You can visit us from Tuesday to Sunday. Yes. Patricia, our employee, is here most of the time. She's a really nice person. You can speak to her in French, in Spanish, in English. Patricia. Really? That's nice. Yes. So Patricia will talk to you in French and in English, and she will kindly help you. She knows all the history of all the brands. We're all friends here, so you can talk to her or us if you find us here. About everything. We would gladly tell you about Timisoara, about our brands, about how it feels to be a designer in a small city in Romania.
It is a little universe. It is very Pănățean. Timișoara. It is an explosion of goodness, of creativity and goodness.
Thank you so much.